Hi, welcome to Macjon's Cooking Show, and I'm out on the road again getting product to bring back to the house to cook, and I'm over here at Mario Berardi's Bakery in Westchester. And I'll tell you what, folks, I got some fine product in there. Let's go inside, and I'm going to show you what I'm going to take back to the shop. Come on. Okay, today I told you I was going to show you different product, and I'm going to work out of some dough and some breads. I'm going to show you some things that you can do for Monday Night Football, or when you're just having some friends by and you want to have some neat foods. So let me show you what I do. Now, Mr. Berardi, I'd like to have that ring there, that ring bread. Yeah, I'd like one of them. And pizza dough. Can I have like 4 doughs? Okay, well, thank you very much.
You're welcome.
And I'll see you guys back at the shop. Hi, welcome to Macjon's Cooking Show. Okay, we're coming up on November, you know, we're getting ready for that Thanksgiving. And I wanted to start talking to you. You got to send in your postcards. You got to get those turkeys into your house. And the only way you're going to win a turkey cooked by me, folks, is if you send in your postcards. You send it right down here. I think they'll put up an address about now, the WCOJ, for your turkey. Okay? And Uncle Bunky will cook it for you. All right, guess what's under here, folks? Speaking of which, voila! He's got a turkey. Oh, man. Now, how would you believe that I would have a turkey? Just because I talked about it for the first 5 minutes of this show? Okay, what I'm going to show you here is how to break down a turkey real quick. Now, I want to show you, I boiled this turkey from a frozen bird, absolutely frozen, rock solid frozen, put it into a big pot of water, and I boiled it. And I did that for a couple reasons. One, I didn't want to babysit it. 2, I wanted it to be extra moist, and if you can tell by the meat here, you just look at the meat. I pressed on it here a bit with the knife. You can see the water coming up on it. You can see the moisture. See the moisture? That's because I boiled it. Now let me take this other side off here. I'm going to save this here. This is going to be for my sandwiches and for my turkey platters. But what I wanted to show you was what to do with the rest of the meat. A lot of times when you get yourself a turkey, you have a lot of leftovers, you don't know what to do with it. I'm going to give you a couple of quick pointers here. So you see our breasts there, aren't they pretty? Okay, now what we'll do is, let's break off some of this here saddle. And I'm going to pull just some of this meat, okay? I'm going to pull just a little of this meat off here. I'll put that back. Come over here this side of the saddle. Grab some more of the easy grab meat, because I don't want to play around right now. I could pick this thing down to all the bones for you, but why? Let's see if I can get some of this white meat over here also. Okay. Grab a little of that. Just a tad. A little bit more from on this side. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to dice it all up real nice like this. Okay. Now on the stove, what I have is I took some butter and margarine and I put them in a saute pan. I'm going to get them warm over here. And I have some milk that I heated up next to it. And what we're going to do is we're going to saute some onion and pepper in with our butter. Okay? And we're going to make a roux. Now you and I know that a roux is the secret to everything. So if you make a really good tasting roux, you should have a really good tasting dish. Makes sense to me. Okay, so now what we'll do is we'll take this, put it into the pan, turn the pan up. Now I'm going to leave the meat out. I'm only going to put in the pepper and onion. Now you want this to heat up a bit. Okay, so I turned up my gas. But what we're going to do here is we're going to get all the flavors out of the peppers and onions. Okay, we're going to get it to marry with the butter. Then I'm going to come in and I'm going to throw in some flour. I'll let that cook in real good with it. Now don't be in a hurry, folks. It took a farmer 60 days to grow them onions and peppers. You don't have to cook them in 60 seconds. Everybody's always in a hurry. Now I'm going to season it up with a little bit of oregano, a little bit of my garlic and pepper blend. It's basically just ground black pepper, white pepper, some salt, some granulated garlic. I just use that to just balance it out a little bit. Okay? Now once this starts to come up the temperature and get a little hotter, We'll marry our flour in, then we'll pour in our milk. And then we're going to go back into that pan with our diced turkey meat here, okay? Now, in the meantime, while we're waiting for that, I'm going to take some mushrooms. I'm going to cut up a few mushrooms to add. And what we're making, folks, is a turkey tetrazzini. You could call it anything you want, but basically that's what we're making. But we're not going to use it with pasta. What I'm going to suggest to you is that you put it over your favorite starch, whether it be a pasta or a potato. Okay? You can put it over anything you like. I would like it over mashed potatoes myself. Some people like pasta folded in with it. It's your preference. Okay, now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take some flour. Okay? Not a whole lot, but I'm going to take some flour. And I'm going to use that flour to make my roux. I'm going to tighten it up here just a little bit. Now I have to hit it just with a pinch of my special blend. Or if you have Magic at the house, you can use Magic. It's the same thing. I just make my own. Now I'm going to add my milk. Let this tighten up. Don't be afraid. Let it cook out. Stir. Let it cook out. And we want this to be on the thicker side than on the thin. That's coming up nice. Now I have some stock in the back. I could use stock to reduce this if I have to reduce it more. Now what we're going to do is, let me just come up here, and I'm just going to take everything and just slide it right in, make it easier. Okay. Now you just let this cook real good. Let it cook out. Okay. I'll add the rest of my milk to it. Now this is real tasty, folks. Now I think it's going to need a little salt, so I'm going to add it without even tasting it, because I can tell the flour is definitely going to need some. Now this on a plate next to some rice or some mashed potatoes or some pasta and butter with parsley. It's real tasty. Real tasty. And it's just one more thing you can make besides having your turkey dinner. Okay, now let's go back over here. We took the breasts off. We pulled some meat. We diced it up with some pepper and onion, and we had some mushroom. And we cooked it up. And we made ourselves a really nice side dish. Now, if you add a little sherry to this, folks, okay, then you've got yourself a turkey a la king. Just like the chicken a la king, okay? All right, now that's that. We'll let that be. We'll go off to other things. Now, I want to thank everybody for going out to Mario Berardi's Bakery out there and getting those beautiful, beautiful rolls that they had. They had those nice sesame seeded ring loaves, and we made a special hoagie the last time out of it for the football games and whatnot, and everybody really responded to that. They liked it, and they said, well, what else can you make with them? Well, here's what I did. I went out there today, and I got another loaf, but I got this loaf special. This loaf cost half price. I got this loaf in the half price rack of day-old bread. And the reason why I wanted day-old bread is day-old bread wrapped properly is just as good as the other day, okay? But what I'm going to do with it, I want to show you a different kind of a pizza, okay? It's really simple. What we're going to do is I took some broccoli and I blanched the broccoli. Remember a few months ago, I don't know if you watched the show or not, but I was showing you how to blanch vegetables. Well, I just took the broccoli and I held it in a little bit of boiling water. for a few, seconds there, just to get the color out of it. And that was that. Then I'm finished with it. It's done. Now I use chicken stock to blanch this, so it would have more of a flavor to it than just the broccoli. It gives a little bit more of a background, more balance. But I want to show you a different type of a pizza. Now, I got some chopped broccoli, got some chopped peppers here, the fresh ones. Okay, and nice. Look at those colors. Isn't that beautiful? Isn't that great? I like that. That gets me excited. I want to say hi to my friends. I want to say hi to Chuck, hi to Craig, hi to Kitty. Yeah. It was nice seeing you all. Thank you very much. We're very busy around here lately. Thank God for that. We thank our stars. Okay, now, we have this chopped. You say, well, where's he going to go from here? Well, here's what I'm going to do. We're going to take this and we're going to mix it up. Okay? We're going to mix it up. Then we're going to take it. We're going to spread it around the ring like this. Okay? Look at that. Isn't that neat? Isn't that colorful? Now, I can hear somebody in their living room saying, yeah, and then he's going to go and kill it and throw a whole bunch of sauce on it. Not. It's going to happen. This one's going to be dry. Now I'm going to grab a handful of cheese again in my cheese bag. Isn't that interesting, folks? A vegetable dry pie. Now you can set it in a pool of sauce if you wish. Now I'm just going to season it up with a little bit of oregano all the way around it, and a little bit of my special blend. Okay, so that's one. Isn't that sweet? Now let's do another. There you go. Now I'm going to get real creative. Now the reason why I want it day-old bread is because it bakes better when you're putting sauce and goodies on it. It doesn't get all sloppy. When it's fresh bread, it gets soggy real fast when you're baking it like this. And the moisture from the sauce will go right back into it. Trust me, we've been there before. Would I lie to you? Oh, God. Now, I'm still waiting. Anybody out there hear from this Justin Wilson dude? Or has he been dogging me or what? I've been challenging that turkey, but, I don't think he's got the gumption to come north of the Mason-Dixon line. Unless he's going to New York, but then people will accept anybody, You know how they say good morning. I said it, but they bleeped it out, folks. Or is it doo-doo-doo-doo? Okay, now I'm making a very simple one here. You see how simple this one is? Huh? Okay. Do you think I'd let you get away that easy? Heck no, not when I have a refrigerator at hand. Next. Olives. Huh? Now, somebody said you have some Polish folks coming by. We'll make a Polish pizza. How about this? Folks, you've heard it here first on the Macjon Cooking Show. Polish pizza. We'll use some kielbasis on it rather than pepperonis. Huh? I'm telling you, if you got a refrigerator, folks, and you have a desire to eat, there is no reason why you can't have things like Polish pizza on your menu at your house. I mean, come on. I was just talking to the guy at the Turkey Hill the other day, and they said they got a new flavor ice cream coming out. Sauerkraut. And I said, sauerkraut? He says, yeah, well, you don't think I'm going to throw that sauerkraut and chili stuff out from the hot dogs every day, do you? Listen, there's a man after my heart, knowing how to recycle his refrigerator. Okay, now, we made a Polish pizza and a vegetable pizza. They're pretty nice looking, aren't they? I'd say so. Now, this is nice for a party, folks. It really is. It's tasty stuff. It's good for you. Now, let me just go in here a second, give this a stir, and show you some of this a la king. It'll stick to you. It's hearty. It's fresh. And it came right out of that same turkey, folks, that you just saw me have. I did it right before your eyes. Okay? Now,